Come on, my beauties. Well, it's a cold winter's day down here in Devon, but that's all about to change because I'm going to light up the uni and cook the most amazing Sunday lunch. Today I'm going to do a beautiful looking piece of organic sirloin of beef, roasted roots, we've got Yorkshire puddings, got some leeks, golden crisp roast potatoes, a delicious gravy that's going to go with the beef. So a lot going on. Even as I'm saying it, I'm getting hungry, so let's start cooking. So we're cutting up some carrots, celery. Nothing has to be that neat. I've got some shallots here. Don't bother peeling them, they can just go in. Gonna crack this garlic. 3 or 4 cloves going in the base of the pan. We're going to add some thyme, fresh thyme, scatter that into the base of the roasting tin. I'm just going to season the beef with some flaky sea salt and some cracked black pepper. Good pinch of salt, and then just to help all that stick to the beef, we're going to trickle with a little bit of olive oil. So we're going to pop the beef down onto the vegetables, just like that. And that's ready to go into the oven. So I'm going to set that aside. Roast potatoes, very easy to get them right. They've been peeled, they've been sat in some water for a minute. I'm going to put them on the heat and cook them till they're just rough around the edges and tender in the middle. While the potatoes are coming to the boil, I'm going to prepare all the roots that are going to be roasted in the uni. So these are the Jerusalem artichokes. They're actually in the sunflower family. Peeling the carrots, lovely bunch of sweet carrots. I'm not going to bother peeling the beetroot, I'm just going to split them. Always lots of veg prep involved in a Sunday lunch. I'm just taking the woody core out the parsnips, peel this little chap. Just chopping the celeriac up into nice chunky pieces. The artichokes I will halve. So that's our winter roots prepped, parsnips, carrots, beetroot, celeriac, the whole lot. We're going to get that in the roasting tin now. Extra virgin olive oil. Quite generous as well, so let it run. Come on, you beast. Good pinch of flaky sea salt. And then we're going to go in with some fennel seed. Pop those in my little spice grinder and we're good to go. So that's the roots done, and now we're on to the leeks. So I'm cooking these leeks in the Detroit pizza pan. So yeah, the leeks just nestled into this tin here. Butter. It looks like quite a lot of butter, but actually the butter makes it almost a sauce for the leeks. Butter goes in, veg stock. So we're braising these leeks in the butter, in the veg stock, salt, pepper. And one of my favourite herbs to use with leeks, dill, just scattered over the top like that. If you haven't got a lid, you can foil it over, but I'm going to pop this down on there and we're done. The last thing on my list of prep is the Yorkshire pudding batter. Very, very simple, easy to bring together. 140 grams of plain flour, 4 eggs. And just work the eggs into the flour to make a really thick paste. 200 mils of whole milk, good pinch of salt, and another whisk. So once the potatoes have steamed off, it's a good idea to tumble them around the colander like this. It roughs up the edges and means they come out extra crispy. Okay, everything's looking very good. We've got the beef, we've got the roots, the leeks with the dill, the potatoes ready to cook, and a jug of Yorkshire pudding batter. Let's go outside, let's light the fire and start cooking. I'm going to start off with the beef and the roots. Once that beef is resting, potatoes go in, leeks, and then the Yorkshire puddings to finish. Okay, so we're going in with the roots. They're going to the back of the oven, and then the beef is going in the front. The roots can handle a bit more. I don't want the top of the beef to catch in any way. So this oven comes with a very useful temperature probe. If you're cooking something like sirloin, which you want to get bang on, it's really, really good. You can tell the exact temperature that the meat's at any one time. You plug it into the digital readout here, and the other end straight into the meat. And we can keep a really good eye on the core temperature of the beef as it's cooking. Wow. Okay, this is looking really good. The sirloin's up to temperature. We're about 48 degrees C in the middle. We're going to take it inside, let it rest in a warm place, and it will gradually creep up to about 55 degrees, which is where we want it for medium rare. Okay, the veg, which has been at the back of the oven, we're going to check on now. That is looking good. So one thing I did say was I put some rosemary on here, and I'm going to do that now. That is looking really good. Back in the oven. So the beef and the root vegetables are resting inside. I'm going to cook the potatoes and the leeks now. I've got a lid for the leeks, so I'm going to pop that on like that, and they're going to go straight in. And the potatoes are going to go into a tray of hot oil. So I've got some sunflower oil in here. I'm going to add a bit of olive oil too, 50-50 mix. And this is going to go in just 5 minutes to heat up. So when I tip those potatoes out, they're going to sizzle and they're going to really crisp up. Okay, the oil's been heating up for 3 or 4 minutes now, so I'm going to very carefully take it out of the oven. Potatoes go in, and a little sprinkling of sea salt, little tumble with the spatula just to coat the potatoes in the oil, and then they're going to go straight back into the uni. The leeks are beautiful, very, very tender. So the leeks are done, potatoes coming up very quickly, and then it's Yorkshire puddings. Oh, Matt, come over here, look at these. Whew. Beautiful, look at the colour coming on those. Might give them a little turn now. They're looking really nice. So back in, another 20 to 30 minutes and the potatoes will be ready to roll. So part way through cooking, I'm adding some herbs, thyme and sage, 2 lovely perennial herbs that go very nicely with potatoes. Okay, so Yorkshire puddings in the uni, it is a new one for me, I'm not going to lie, but Yorkshire puddings love a nice hot oven, they puff up and everything happens quite quickly. So let's give it a go. If it's a disaster, we'll soon find out. About half a tablespoon of oil in each hole in the tin. Then the trick to a good Yorkshire pudding is heating that oil up first. So the oven's nice and hot, we're going to slide that in, let that get lovely and smoky, and in goes the batter. Happy days. A little stir of this. See what happens. Come on, my beauties. So the oven temperature is 230 degrees. The Yorkshires are rising, but I'm letting the fire die back so the flames don't scorch the top as they come up out of the tray. Oh, wow. They look good. Just catching on the edges there, but I'm pretty happy with those. Wow. Looking good. I'm going to lift the beef out onto the board. And with all the vegetables in the base of the pan, I'm going to make a very quick gravy. I'm going to stir in some flour, get that on the heat, then red wine and beef stock goes in. Simmer it away for a minute or two and then pour it through a sieve. A very delicious, quick, simple roasting juices gravy. So we're going to do a platter of veg, crispy roast potatoes and the winter roots, on with the leeks. They smell absolutely incredible. You cannot waste all these buttery juices. Beef's come out beautifully, crunchy potatoes, even the Yorkshires have puffed up. I'm going to carve the beef now. Okay, as far as Sunday lunches go, this looks absolutely incredible. That is to die for. Sunday lunch at its best. 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10. I can't speak.